Coming up next, Ohio State will travel up north to take on Minnesota, followed by Northwestern and Nebraska. It's day one of conference matchups on BTN. Dan Kelly and Kendra de St. Albans standing by for that Ohio State-Minnesota matchup. Narrowing Danielle Slayton for the ladder contest. And here in Bloomington, 0-0 game between IU and Michigan. Fans are out there even though it did rain this morning. The surface looks pretty good, though.
Absolutely. Usually you'd see the ball skipping through, a little bit difficult to control and manage and set down and play. But we've seen Indiana spray that ball across the field. I don't think the field is a factor or the weather at all in this game.
Michigan will have the kickoff in half number 2. Now, what would you like to see different from Michigan in half number 2?
I would love to see some build-up play from the back line, what we're seeing right now, through the midfield forward. Right now, it's been a 1 or 2 man pass and go. That's something they need to do in order to be more successful and be able to break down this defense that's so tight and so compacted and so organized.
Velasquez back in for IU with the ball here, number 9 in white. Gets around Claire Stachel. And now Devin Beach. Bad collision there. Beach still down. Here's Carly Samp now. Abby Smith plays that up top. Chance for Candler. That knocked away by Menino. Also, McCombs was there, too.
Look at the double team by Michigan. I have not seen one cross from Indiana where the player does not have 2 Michigan defenders on them. That's something they're really concentrating on from Coach Ryan. They're trying to prevent those chances coming in from the flanks.
Carly Samp with the center. And a foul there on Murillo of Michigan.
Yeah, that was the second one on Beach, number 14, where she'd been fouled. The first one by Tui, then Murillo. This time the referee decided to call it.
Ross for IU. Centers it. Stachel with the header. And now Kem Azarike. Still looking for the goal. Hasn't cashed in 6 games. Gets around Krawczak. Look at the beautiful moves by Azarike here. Burks will try to shut her down, and Kirsten wins it there.
It's the Azarike show there for a minute. She was looking to buy herself some more time, get some teammates in support of her. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to finish it off and have a good end product.
Most teams double, triple Azarike, as you see here, but IU is just using single coverage, if you will.
They are, but they have changed their back line. If you notice, they added Burks on that back line that normally doesn't play back there. Krawczak, number 6, who we just got a shot of, is limping. So they're cognizant of her, and they did make adjustments, but that's the reason why Stachel from Michigan has so many goals. All the teams are concentrating on one.
Zadorsky, and that's in! Michigan on the board first in Bloomington.
What a shot from distance. The under-23 international from Canada usually plays center back, finds herself all the way up closer up the field, takes a look up. Lindsay Campbell was fishing a little bit. She was too far off her line. So it was a great shot by Zadorsky. Great awareness of where IU's goalkeeper was. And Campbell's going to want that time back and will want to change her placement if that were to happen again.
First goal for Zadorsky of the year, and catapults Michigan over IU 1-0. I don't think Campbell was expecting that.
Usually goalkeepers don't expect shots from center backs. I mean, goodness, from 35 yards out, but you have to be prepared at all times. Thing about defenders and goalkeepers, you have to be the biggest pessimist out there on the field. Assume worst case scenario. Right there, Campbell might have taken a little bit of a mental break.
First career goal for Shalina Zadorsky. Not one to put some offensive pressure, but a beautiful service right to the back of the net.
Usually center backs aren't known, because I was one. Never scored. Oh, I did score 1 goal. 200 games. We're not known for our offensive prowess.
You're the unsung heroes. Now IU on the counter. Nuan Sing Si. Will be a corner, though, for Indiana.
This is the trend that Indiana needs to change. They got scored on the last time these two teams faced, the first 5 minutes of each half. It's something they need to mentally focus and settle in right away and get ready to play right when the whistle blows.
Here's Ross, who's been doing the honors all afternoon. Service to the near post. Kottmeyer was there. Becca Zambone for Indiana. Long ball.
And that's a good read by Kottmeyer. Not only was she excellent distance, she was on the right place, the perfect placement for a goalkeeper. Zambone, smart to look up and take a shot, and that's what Lindsay Campbell wishes she would have done on that previous goal.
Claire Stachel tried to get that one to Azarike, and there you see Carrie Krawczak, as resilient as she is, back in after she had that injury in the first half. Here's Tui. Devin Beach now for IU. Opts to go to the near side. Didn't find Ori Velasquez that time, and now Michigan on the counterattack.
Yeah, see it? See?
Whistle and a foul here on Devin Beach.
On the inside.
Will be a kick for the Maize and Blue. Up 1-0 on the goal by Shalina Zadorsky. Her first career notch.
See, it's on the inside of your legs, which is a killer. Because I could take.
So far, 7 fouls on Indiana, just 4 for Michigan. Maria with the service. Looked for Tui. Azarike there as well. And Velasquez just clears it nicely.